right, so let's go back to where we were. Reduced row echelon form is a step above row echelon form. The computer, the calculator will actually solve for x, y, and z for you. There is no solving involved. When you have reduced row echelon form, you will have a triangle of zeros over here, a triangle of zeros over here, and a line of ones going from the upper left to the lower right. So when we have this, there's no solving. It's just x plus nothing equals 3. Nothing plus y plus nothing is 2. So y equals 2. Nothing plus z equals 1. So this is a shorter way to get everything. On the REF worksheet, by the way, you still have to do REF. If you have not turned that in, you're going to have to show the work on that one. But this one is going to be life-changing. It's going to be so much easier. Okay? So what we're going to do first, on the calculators, you're going to get into your matrix menu. Second, and then the x to the -1 key looks like this. Right arrow over to edit. I'm going to use A. It's already set up as a 3x4. And we're going to put the numbers in. So where I have x, that's just going to be 1. Where I have 2y is going to be 2. Where I have z is going to be 1. And then over here I'm going to have 30. So we're making one big matrix. On the second line we're going to have 3, 2, 2, and 56. So just taking all the coefficients and the constant from this side. On the bottom row, you're going to have 2, 3, 1, and 44. So anytime you just have an x or a z, that'll just be a 1. All right, so just all needs to be in the matrix. Then you hit second, quit to go back to the main screen. You're going to go second matrix, and you're going to arrow over to the right into the math menu. And you're going to go down a ways, and we're going to pick B this time, RREF. And it's going to say, well, what do you want me to do? Reduce row echelon on. I have matrix A, so I'm going to go second matrix, select A, and it's going to give me this. So I'm going to write down what I get, 1, 0, 0, 8, and technically this would be an augmented matrix with a little dashed line where the zero, where the equals would go. And so from this I could get x is 8, y is 6, z is 10. Pretty cool. Because then there's not all the weird fractions in the middle, there's not a lot of solving, it just solves it for you. There you go. Sorry, I went off the screen. So it just solves everything for you. X is 8, y is 6, and z is 10. We just take it right out of here. So we are going to have some special cases today, but this is as hard as the math part of it will get. All right, let's take a look at the next example. Now you have to be careful when typing these in that you have everything lined up. For example, on this next one, I'm going to go into matrix and edit. It's 3x4. I have -6x, -2y, -4z, -20, so that's all good. Second line we have -5. There's y, so we put in 1, put in 4, put in 0. And then on the last line, notice it says -2y. What am I going to do with that last line? There's no
0.
x's. Where's the 0 going to go?
X.
For x. So I'm going to put 0 in the first line, -2 in the second line, 4 in the third line, 16 over here. So basically you have to think about this having 0x back here on the beginning. These were not lined up the way that we would normally think. So once you have that set up, I'm going to zoom out just so you can see keystrokes. So we put that in. We're going to do second, quit, go back to the main screen. If you want to clear this old one, you can. Sometimes it confuses people to have more than one thing there. We're going to go second, matrix. We're going to go over to math, and I'm going to hit the up arrow because I think it's a little shorter. We're going to do RREF, which is option B. Then I had all of my numbers put in on matrix A, so second matrix A, enter, and this is what we get. So, just to show a little bit of work on the paper, 1, 0, 0, 2, 0, 1, 0, negative 2, 0, 0, 1, 3, and then technically there would be a dashed line there. It's not a huge deal. And we can solve this. So what are my answers?
2, 2. 2, negative 2.
Okay, so which one is which?
Yeah.
Which one is which?
X is 2.
X is 2, Y is negative 2, Z is 3. Okay?
See the negative.
So, let's go over to the next one. So on the next one, they're going to have a 0 on the first line, but it's going to be in a slightly different place. So this is the only thing that you guys, I could see you messing up, would possibly be, or here, I'll go through the keystrokes again. So we're going in second, matrix, going over to edit, and I'm going to put in all the numbers from this system. Huh?
1, 2.
1, 2.
A 1, 2. This is 0.
Okay. Oh, I get what you're saying. So it'd be, so you have the negative 6, and then 0 is what he's saying, is it would be the position 1, 2 in the matrix. I get it. And then 3, and then 18. So why is the 0 there? Because we don't have a Y. So we put the X's in the first place, 0's for the Y, and then 3 for the Z. Does that make sense to everybody? And then the next line, we would type in 1 for 1X, negative 4 for negative 4Y, negative 4 for negative 4Z, negative 8. On the last line, negative 4 for X, 4 for Y, negative 5 for Z, and negative 16. So we get it all typed into matrix A, which we had set up as a 3x4. Then we just hit second, quit. So we have a place to work. Second matrix, go over to math. I'm going to up arrow and select RREF, reduced row echelon form. Put in matrix A. And it has weird numbers. So how do I get rid of the decimals?
Math 1.
So math number 1 is fractions. And so I have 1, 0, 0, negative 10 sevenths, 0, 1, 0, negative 3 halves, 0, 0, 1, 22 sevenths. So this does have fractions in the answer, but it's okay. It's negative 10 sevenths, negative 3 halves, and then Z is 22 sevenths. If you were doing this on something like an SAT, I could see them converting this back into mixed numbers, which hopefully you could handle. Negative 1 and 3 sevenths, negative 1 1/2, 3 and 1 seventh, just to shake things up a bit. That could happen. But this is something you could use if you encountered a systems of equations question on a standardized test. It would make it go rather quickly if it was on the calculator section. That's what I like about the ACT, is to get to use it all the way through.
I like how their science section's like 48 questions and you have 30 seconds.
Yeah, they're usually pretty fast though. All right, so let's go on to this one. So it says, show that the following system is inconsistent. Normally, they're just going to give you a system and you're going to find out that it doesn't work. Shh. So if we go back in, we're going to put this one in. So second matrix. Oh, I did the wrong thing. Second matrix, go over to edit, and we'll put this in. So I have 1, 2, 1, 4, 1, negative 2, 3, 1, 2, 4, 2, 9. And you can't see what I'm doing, so let me pull that down. So I went into the matrix menu, went over to edit. This would be a 3x4 because we have 3 rows and 4 columns. I took all the coefficients out. There are no zeros. All right, when we go in to do, so do second, quit, second matrix, go over to math, pick up your RREF, tell it which matrix. I'm going to put in A. So all the stuff we've been doing, it's going to come out a little weird. And it's weird because I should have 1, 1, 1 right here. On this last line, the answer is not 1 because what they have, like, basically if you think about what this says on that last line, it's saying 0x plus 0y plus 0z equals 1.
So is it 1/3?
So what it is this is an inconsistent system, which means that there are no solutions. Okay? So if you do the reduced row echelon form and you don't get this line of ones that you should get on this side, like covering up the right-hand column where the answers usually are, if you get zeros across that bottom line, that means something is wrong. If it ends up like 0 equals 1, that's no solutions.
Okay, but how do you do like the top one if it equals 0?
It won't be the top one. It'll
Well,
always be the bottom one because the calculator does it that way.
okay.
All right, so let's do the last one. It says show that the system is dependent, so you know something strange is going to happen. So we're going to go into matrix. I just keep editing matrix A because it's the right size. So we have 2, -5, 3, 1, 1, -4, -2, 8, 4, -10, 6, and 2. Then we do second quit to go back to the main screen. Second matrix. We're going to do math. We're going to select reduced row echelon form. Go back into matrix and select A. And on this one, you're going to get zeros all across that bottom line. I don't need to change these to fractions or anything. I'm just seeing zeros all the way across the bottom line, which is telling me that I'm going to get 0 equals 0. That means that there are infinite solutions. And it's not going to try to narrow that down for you a whole lot. You could use the top 2 lines to find some of those infinite solutions if you wanted to. Basically, what you would have up here is a system of equations, and you could put numbers in to figure out what other things were, but there's an infinite number of possibilities there. All right, that's it.
You don't have to solve for anything. You